Nakaka-cause ba talaga ng cancer ang benzoyl peroxide? Nakakatakot naman. So guys, ito po yung update natin sa benzoyl peroxide content na ginawa natin months ago kasi guys, di ba may nag-release na isang company, nag-test sila ng benzoyl peroxide and nakita daw nila na nagre-release ito ng benzene and yung benzene, alam naman natin guys, carcinogen yan. So tignan natin, no? So i-discuss natin yung study na ito na ginawa noong 2024. I think ginawa yung study na ito nung kasagsagan ng controversy na yung benzoyl peroxide daw ay nagpo-produce ng benzene. So according sa study na ito guys, yes, benzoyl peroxide can produce benzene if na-expose ito sa heat and UV radiation. So nakita nila that heat accelerates benzene formation especially at 50 degrees Celsius to 70 degrees Celsius pag na-expose yung benzoyl peroxide for a long period of time. Pero may mga test na nakadetect even at room temperature merong benzene formation na nangyayari around 0.16 ppm to 35 ppm. And ito ba guys, they found that UV exposure can increase benzene formation rapidly than heat exposure. And alam nyo ba guys, benzoyl peroxide can actually cause photosensitivity of our skin. And if na-combine ito with UVA exposure, which is sometimes present in the sun rays, then it can also increase UVA-induced cellular damage. Pero Doc, sandali lang naman ako sa araw. Pero guys, even short-term exposure to the sun can lead to rapid formation of benzene. Kaya guys, kung sa umaga tayo naglalagay or daytime tayo naglalagay ng benzoyl peroxide skincare natin, wag na wag tayong magpapaaraw, in my opinion. And ito pa guys, very interesting. At 2 degrees Celsius, so medyo malamig, it was found that at this temperature, it significantly decreased the formation of benzene from benzoyl peroxide. So this actually supports refrigerating your benzoyl peroxide products. So if meron kayong ginagamit ng mga benzoyl peroxide products dyan or yung skincare ninyo, may benzoyl peroxide na ingredient, mas maganda kung i-refrigerate nyo siya immediately after using it, itago agad sa refrigerator. Pero wag sa freezer, okay? Lastly guys, long-term or chronic use of benzoyl peroxide may lead to cumulative benzene exposure, thereby increasing the potential health risks. Pero for me, kailangan natin ng more studies pa and very thorough investigation if anong klaseng mga benzoyl peroxide types of molecular structure or formulation yung mas at risk for developing benzene, and also dapat ma-quantify kung anong specific amounts of benzene ang makakakos ng which certain health risks or skin condition with which specific amounts of benzene, and how long of an exposure is required for those certain health risks or skin conditions to appear. So habang nagkakaroon pa rin ng ongoing investigation dito sa benzoyl peroxide benzene phenomenon or whatever you call it, I usually tell the patients if they really want to use benzoyl peroxide, make sure to avoid the sun as much as possible. Also, wag kalilimutan na gumamit ng sunscreen. Number 2, store your benzoyl peroxide in a cool, dry place and mas maganda sa refrigerator. Wag natin itong iiwanan sa mga areas na possible na ma-expose ito sa araw or sa mga areas where impossible na mag-increase yung temperature kagaya sa loob ng car. Also, kung gusto nyo talaga ng benzoyl peroxide, I would suggest getting a microencapsulated formulation kagaya ng brand na Epsolay. Pero you need to understand that even microencapsulated po ang ating benzoyl peroxide, it does not guarantee na 100% na hindi ito mag-elute or magpo-produce ng benzene. And also, mas maganda to choose brands that test their benzoyl peroxide for benzene formation. Number 4, guys, is to use the lowest effective concentration of benzoyl peroxide. Meron actually, guys, no, as low as 0.25% of benzoyl peroxide pwede kayong gumamit nun. And also, avoid natin yung large area application. So for me, kung gusto talaga ng benzoyl peroxide, I would suggest to use it as a spot treatment instead. And also guys, if may sensitivity kayo sa benzoyl peroxide, you can choose other active ingredients na may effectivity at the same time good safety profile siya sa mga patients with acne prone and also oily skin type. So nandyan po yung salicylic acid natin and potassium azelaic diglycinate. Personally, my favorite will be this acne-regulin spray. So BHA, salicylic acid, potassium azelaic diglycinate, retinoids, azelaic acid, okay yan for me na alternative compared to benzoyl peroxide. Even before po nangyari itong whole benzene and benzoyl peroxide thing, hindi ko talaga favorite si benzoyl peroxide. Kasi nga na-notice ko maraming Filipino patients na nagkakaroon ng severe burns and irritation with it. And if na-burn yung skin nila, nagkakaroon sila ng resistant form of post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. Kaya for my patients who would like to switch from benzoyl peroxide, I usually recommend to them the Acnoregulin spray. So, ayun guys, no? Alright, for more acne tips, follow me and Basta Acne, DMD. Bye!